Good morning everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you some predictions, a little bit of admin of course, because there's always a lot going on around the world, and of course I've got some cards to give us a little bit of guidance at the end of the video, so stick around for that as well. First off, welcome anybody new to the channel. Please consider subscribing. We've got a community of like-minded people here who see through BS, garbage and lies and call ourselves the BS detectors. Who detect things before they happen through our, well, pretty much because we are awakened. If you're here on this channel, you've pretty much gone through your awakening and you see things through the layers of, well, through our senses really is the way that we put it on this channel, because we have this perception where we see things before they actually happen on a vibrational frequency level. It's quite bizarre. I don't know how we do it, but we just do. So also hit the like buttons. Please feel free to comment. It takes me a day or two to get back to you. And like I said, please consider subscribing. And also remember, we've got the hype button now. If anyone's got the availability, you get 3 free hypes a week to use on any videos. Cheers, everyone. Cheers to my sprocket. I've got my peppermint tea today. Getting closer to getting our little puppy Barney. Sophie will be very excited, won't you? Say hi to the viewers, Sophie. Gonna see puppy Barney soon, aren't we? Oh, she's so sad. It's been terrible since we lost Sprocket, guys. We've all been just so sad. I thought I'd show you a little bit of my miniature continuation. I am doing a Dark Academia doll's house if anyone's new to the channel. I've been making little things, so I thought I'd come on and share them with you. I know you like to check out my progress. I painted the chairs and tables this kind of rustic brown. I didn't want everything to be black, so I mixed brown and white paint and a little bit of red just to give it that little bit of rustic kind of look. So I've made those. That's pretty much going to be the dining table, and I've made some little books, guys. I've made some little books. Well, these are my books. Well, these were the books. And I've put the little bits of, for my apothecary room, plants in there. They're just stickers. I like making little things. They're for my apothecary room. I'm just trying to create things. I made them from those stickers I got from Temu, these ones. Remember I got those, and the flowers are in there as well. So I'm just making little things. You know us, we love our creativity and passions. I know a lot of you guys like following what I'm up to. Yesterday, my son visited for Father's Day, so I got him to help me put the bed together because I'm a bit hopeless on that. So he clicked it all together because he's doing a building apprenticeship. Not that this would be that hard to put together, but I did get his help to do that. So what I'm actually doing, and it comes with the doona. All I have to do is stuff the doona and the pillows, but I'm actually covering all these with my fabric. I'll show you the fabric I'm using, guys, because I'm having pops of red. This is the fabric I bought. It's that deep red. So I'm going to actually cut that, and I might do that today actually, because I haven't been able to do much since my prolapse op a few weeks ago. I can't lift anything. So I thought that would be really nice with the bed. So I'm having those pops of that deep burgundy red colour, which will be hopefully work out. So that's where I'm up to in my Dark Academia house. Let's get into the admin, guys, without further ado. Okay, what have we got going on? Oh, yeah, it's all happening here in Oz, as it is in the UK, Canada, America, all around the globe, really. We've got the conflict protests, plasticine protests kicked off at the weekend. Yep, now they're hitting the beach areas because, of course, Elbow allowed them to march across Sydney Harbour Bridge, so that's pretty much rather giving them, you know, do what you want virtually. So then they had the counter-protest turn up, and it turned into a violent shit show fight, guys. But what's Elbow doing? Zero. Nothing. Of course he's not. Just allowing it to happen. So the cops were there, and there was all tussles and bustles and crazy. You know how it goes, guys, when you get two clashes. But isn't it all amazing how it's perfectly feeding into the narrative and their agenda of causing great division, and of course causing Aussies to get frustrated by all of this, because, you know, when people come together en masse, their energy rises up into violence. So we've got a lot of that going on. So you couldn't even go to Bondi Beach on a nice, lovely, sunny Sunday here, because there were protests that were out of control. I think they even closed the beach down. I'm not even sure. But anyway, it should be continued. Don't even doubt it, guys. And the other thing was yesterday on the news here, we know we've got the migrant issues. Now, this is not, keep reiterating, it's not about migrants coming to countries. No one has a problem with legal migrants who come through the proper systems and the correct channels. No one has an issue with that. But when they're coming en masse is when the issue is. Too many immigrants are coming to Australia. We know that. We know UK don't even get started on the immigrant issues there, etc., etc. But they are using the Indians apparently to win votes now. On the news, they had this guy, or they'll walk around the Indian communities here in Oz, and they're trying to win votes. We know they're trying to bring more Indians here in Oz, and this is not about Indian people. This is about mass migration, bringing too many people over at once. It actually is a big issue here. And I know globally, we know how populated India is. I mean, that's not something that's hidden, is that it's overpopulated. And I said to you the other day, one of their ministers in India is trying to bring a heap of them over to build a heap of homes in Oz, which we know would actually mean that they would then get to stay here. It's kind of crazy. I know you guys understand what's going on. And even at our battery business, we've had a battery business for probably 18 years. And we have one guy that comes around and gets us secondhand batteries. He's really lovely. He's been loyal to us for 4 to 5 years. You know how you sell them, the secondhand batteries for cash or whatever. And then they go and recycle everything. Well, now my hubby's getting all these Indians coming in, harassing him. And he just says, no, I've got someone I loyally, give them to. And they keep saying, can't you share it around, give us something. They are harassing him. And he just has to keep saying no to them. He keeps saying no. He says they just expect, it's been really weird. This has been happening over the last few months. He said he's had all these Indians coming in just trying to get the dollar from the secondhand batteries. So it's actually starting to annoy him. He just goes, no. And he's really quite firm with them. But they do push those boundaries, don't they, guys? And I know we've got legal Indian immigrants that are fantastic, that work very hard here in Oz. That's not what this is about. This is the mass migration where there's not enough jobs, not enough housing, blah, blah, blah. We know the issues that are going on at the current moment with the cost of living. In the UK, guys, because we know your migrant issues are going to continue there, nothing new. It's out of control over there. We were talking about that the other day, and I know a lot of you guys wrote back and told me too. A lot of these immigrants, illegal aliens that are coming in are men. We know it, young men to get votes. Don't know some of the other reasons. We do question as to why, but UK, you've got your emergency alert. Let us know how it went, guys. I'm sure you've probably had it by now. The emergency alert. What actually happens? Does your phone go off? Does it ping? What's the emergency? And really, at the end of the day, what is the alert for? Is it to tell you that you've spent too much money, or that you've gone out of your 15-minute zone, 15-minute city? What is the alarm for, in actual fact? Or to tell you the bombs are going to be dropped? What the hell is the emergency alarm for? I don't get it. Anyway, it's too crazy, guys. Let us know how you got on. I suppose most of you here probably turned your phone off. The other thing is, did you guys watch Carl Vernon's video? I know a lot of us here watch Carl Vernon. I've recommended him to you a few times. He's hilarious, guys. He's in the UK. You got to watch his channel. It's hilarious. Clown Planet. He was in IKEA the other day, and it's called the Ultimate Pleb Station. It was so funny, guys. It was so funny. How frustrating is IKEA? I mean, if I even mention IKEA to my hubby, he just glazes over and goes, no, I'm not going. I can't. It's the thought, I think, of just a flat pack in general. And you know what's really funny, guys? I used to tell my daughter how flat packs are the cause of most divorces, and it used to be this running joke and everything. And then one day her and I got this set of drawers from IKEA, and I brought them home, and then we did them together, and we had this big argument. She goes, now I understand why they call it the divorce bloody project or whatever. And she was so stressed by the time we put the drawers together. I had to calm her down because I've done so many flat pats, etc., etc. But yeah, the video, you've got to go check out his IKEA video. And all you can see in the background, guys, is like all the plebs just going through the motions, doing everything themselves. You know how we were talking about the self-serve, like everything self-serve, all the absolute chaos. Unbelievable. And meanwhile, there's probably no staff to help you or anything like that. So go check out his IKEA video. I know for most of us, IKEA does bring up this feeling of, it's not really like a relaxing thought wandering around IKEA. They do have some good products, so I have to give them that. All right. And the other thing, guys, that I just wanted to mention to you, I've been watching this video. David Icke has been popping up on my channel. I know most of you here watch David Icke. He's so great to listen to. He's been awakened to this journey for 30 or more years, and he's had all the put downs, blah, 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 told he's a conspiracy guy and nut job and all that. And he's had to endure that on his own. At least now with the awakening, guys, there's a lot more of us. And he must be so relieved that people are finally seeing all this garbage as well and what's really going on beneath the surface. The channel on YouTube is called David Icke Legacy. Oh, you got to check it out, guys. There's some great videos. And he's talking about the David Icke prophecy. They don't want you to see this. So go check it out. Very interesting. He just talks about everything that's rolling out and how certain people can see it and certain people can't. And I think most of us here can see it, can't we, guys? Cheers, everyone. Let's get into some predictions. Sorry, guys. I've got a bit of scratchy throat. So many people are sick here because of the change of seasons. It makes everyone a little bit sick, so bear with me if I'm blowing my nose and drinking my tea to keep my cough suppressed. All right. Getting Iceland. We keep getting about communications in Iceland, but I am getting Iceland's. I'm just getting this forming a different government. The rules are changing in Iceland, which could cause people to rise up in Iceland, but I am getting government rules are changing in Iceland. Oh, God, as well as everywhere else. So I am getting Iceland again. We don't hear much about them, though, do we? Have you noticed that, guys? But I get Iceland quite a lot here. All right. And I'm getting China, and I'm getting, which is Canada if you're new here. We call it China because when Trudeau was in, he tried to morph it into a little China, a little panda. So we still call it China because you guys, we did a vote and you guys wanted to keep calling it China. So that's why we call it China. I'm getting China. There's the extreme wealth now in China. There is two classes of people. All the poor, well, little people, peasants and Lego people, I call them, and the wealthy elites. The gap is getting bigger. We know that for a while they've been trying to close out middle class. So there's no longer really, middle class is disappearing very quickly in China is what I'm getting. And they're showing me pictures of Carnage looking through his notebooks. Like he's got his books on this wooden stand and he's like studying his notes. He's going through his, well, I guess you could say his plan, but he's also studying up and trying to get like the facts. And I said how he's a bit of a weak leader. So he's like doing his homework, doing his research. He doesn't want to be caught out not being able to answer someone's questions. So I feel like he's studying up on his facts and knowledge so that he can answer people. For example, if someone was to say something about the renewables and why you're attacking the farms, he wants to have the facts. So he wants to come at them and say, well, if we can manage to do this, this and this, it's going to improve your life. And he's always going to make it sound like it's going to improve your life, the little people's lives. Which is, of course, lying, but he'll lie like to the point that he's making it sound like it's all to help you little folk. Because you got to remember these, well, we'd call them buffoons, but they call themselves very important people, leaders, think that they've got all the knowledge. And like, what would you know? Like, what would you know? You need to be listening to us VIP important people because everything we're doing is for your best interest. But we know the real truth, don't we, guys, here on this channel? Because we see through it, because our veils have lifted and we can see with great clarity where it's all going, where it's all headed, and there's nothing good in it for the little people, pretty much at all. But that's what I'm getting for Carnage. He's studying up and he's gonna try and have the right answers for the tough questions. Ugh. And I'm still seeing in China, you'll have cost of living protests. So I'm seeing fire trucks. I'm seeing, maybe even police officers, but I am definitely seeing like medical, nurses, ambulance. You're going to have these spot protests, I feel, where people, it's the cost of living. We need our wage. Even teachers, you need wages to go up. Because as we know, everything's going up. Fuel, food, houses, everything. But nobody's wages are moving. They're staying very stagnant. And that's what's happening. So people are going to have to stand up because everything's getting really out of balance, extreme out of balance in China. God, I'm getting New Zealand and I'm seeing like rain, flooding, some abnormal events in New Zealand. But I am seeing it's around, it could be flooding, it could be rain. I just keep seeing those visuals of, we know there's a lot going on. Of course, it will all feed to the climate nothing narrative, but I'm just getting that. I'm seeing some floods for New Zealand. We're getting back to Greece, guys. We know there's been a bit happening in Greece. They had very bad fires. We know Greece is one of those little areas, i.e. example Maui, that comes to mind, where it's a bit of a target zone. It's such a beautiful place that I feel like the global elites have got their sights set on it. It's one of their little target areas is what I'm getting. So we're going to hear more about Greece and things going on over there. We've heard a bit going on over there. Didn't they even have floods at some point? I'm just seeing there's still a lot going on around this region. And it's unsettling the people of Greece is what I'm getting. I'm getting the UK and I'm getting the far right people that are really being labelled now as disruptive, racist, anti-immigration freaks. I'm just getting all this wording that's being, we keep talking about the mass psychosis, like seed planting. We talk about that here with the sovereign citizen movement and all this coming up constantly. Neo-Nazi crap in Australia. But this is what's happening in the UK. I feel like the far right, you're getting tons and tons of labels over there in the UK now. They're really painting a picture again. And they're not even using the conspiracy theorist words. They're using a whole other heap of words to do anything that would cause division. We know, and they've got tons of footage they can manipulate, edit. We know how mainstream media works. It all works to the government's narrative. So I feel like, yes, you're being painted in a very bad light. Anyone who might be right or trying to stand up for, we know we've got the keep your flags raising over there. But of course they're being ripped down and for no reason. Like I said the other day, what are you going to get arrested and go to court and they'll say, oh, why are you here? And they go, because I flew my Union Jack St. George's flag. Like, what the hell? As if God, and what are they going to say to that? Oh, that's right, because that's your country. Like, go figure. That everyone else can fly their flags from all around the world, the plasticines and all that. Like, it's just, what's the argument going to be in court is what I'd love to know. Throw you in the slammer for that. Like, really? Honestly, none of this makes sense. All right, how about we pull some cards, guys? Oh, I forgot my, oh no, I have got my glasses. That was lucky. I thought I'd forgotten them. Let's see what we get. We need a little bit of affirmation. What are these? My manifesting affirmation cards. Oh, Sophie. Imagine when Barney comes. She's going to be so excited. Oh, Barney's playing with the other puppies now. The lady sent me a video and he's playing, and then she sent me a picture of him like collapsed because they're playing. All the puppies are silly. You know what they're like. I am worthy of experiencing magic in my life. And I'm getting that song by Queen, It's a Kind of Magic. It's a kind of magic. That's a beautiful song. Didn't Queen have so many hits, guys? Like, it's not to really go and play their music. You realise how many hits they had. Really a huge amount of hits. In stillness and at peace, I will receive abundance. So, of course, that's living in the now, finding those still moments, being really peaceful. That's something that in that David Icke video he talks about as well, finding... It's like as awakened folk, you're forced to find those peaceful places anyway. I will receive abundance. And of course, that comes back to the flow, allowing things to flow with you. Because when you find that inner stillness and you haven't got that cluttered brain, you're able to find just that peace in your life. When I'm aligned to energies of abundance, I become abundant. Well, there you go. So once you, like I said, you find that peaceful place, abundance comes to you. And abundance can be so many things. It's not just about wealth and money. I mean, that's the first thing that comes to mind for a lot of people. But I think on this channel, abundance to us is that beautiful sense of having hope, of knowing people are waking up, just enjoying time with our children, our pets, enjoying beautiful nature. Yesterday, I was out sitting outside watching these two parrots just eating the bird feeder. It was just so beautiful. And they were pushing the little sparrows away, you know, like, oh, don't you come near our bird feeder. Like, it was just those magical moments. I know you guys out there understand what I'm talking about. It's the little things in life that are so important to us, aren't they? They're trying to give me a song. Hang on. And because of me talking about the simple things in life, they're giving me Simple Minds in that song, Alive and Kicking. Alive and Kicking. Such a great song. I'm going to leave you with that actually today. And I'm going to say goodbye from me and Sophie. Come here, Soph. She's saying goodbye. Sophie, where are you? Oh, imagine her when Barney comes. He'll arrest her to death, I reckon, because he'll be so playful. But mind you, Sophie has a lot of energy. She's got, I've been giving her those marrow bones, just to keep her busy. And I came, when I saw the backyard yesterday, she'd collected all 4 out of the garden. So all these big, dirty, filthy bones were there. And she was just sitting, like, looking at them. You know how important their bones are to them? It was very adorable, actually, how they take ownership of them. But I think when Barney comes, we'll have to have no more bones because we don't want any bone arguments. Anyway, on that note, I'll say goodbye. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Take care. Thanks again for watching my channel and being here, supporting my little videos. Hit the like buttons, comment, please subscribe. Be lovely to have you here. And don't forget about the hype button, guys. 3 free ones a week you get to use. Okay, take care, everyone. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.